Good day everyone. So today I will discuss the difference between ethers and thioethers. These two compounds have a similar structure, but the key difference is the atom connecting the two carbon groups, oxygen and ethers and sulfur and thioethers. This small change significantly affects their properties. Ethers are more polar than thioethers because oxygen is more electronegative, meaning it pulls electron more strongly. This polarity also affects their boiling points. Ethers have higher boiling points, while thioethers have lower boiling points due to the weaker intermolecular forces.
Reaction of ethers. Unreactive due to the strong carbon and oxygen bonds and lack of polarity. If lack of polarity, it means the electrons are evenly distributed. So here are some examples of reaction of ethers.
Common ether is diethyl ether. So if this treat with a strong acid like hydroiodic acid, although the ether is unreactive to split into ethanol and ethyl iodide. This occur with the start with diethyl ether and oxygen is weakly basic, so it can be protonated by hydroiodic acid, giving us protonated ether, having good nucleophile interaction like iodide that can displace the entire ethanol in SN2 reaction, giving very simply ethanol and ethyl iodide with hydroiodic acid or hydrobromic acid. It's slightly slower with hydrochloric acid, so it's not the best reaction that usually have a stronger acids to work very well. Symmetrical ether have terbityl group on one side and ethyl group in other side. And if this treat with sulfuric acid in water, so dilute sulfuric acid actually end up with ethanol and alkene product is isobutylene. This will occur the start of ether and still have strong acid solution, so that oxygen protonated by sulfuric acid and protonated ether, having terbityl group, which is a tertiary group that can form stable carbocation by the loss of ethanol product. So it lost a molecule of ethanol and end up with a terbutyl carbocation, but it don't have any strong nucleophiles in solution. It have water and bisulfate anion, which both weak nucleophiles, and it can have water coming acting as base, pulling off the adjacent hydrogen, which can swing down to form a double bond and give alkene product. Water is not entirely pure nucleophile, so it probably get a little bit butanol product, giving SN1 product, but also a lot of E1 product. So those are couple ways that can cleave others into alcohol and maybe an alkyl iodide or alkene constituents.
Reactions of thioethers. Thioethers are more reactive than ethers because sulfur is more polarizable, which means easily lost by large losing held electron clouds. Here are some examples of thioethers reaction.
Those sulfur analogues of regular ethers, an alcohol contains one carbon-oxygen bond, and ether contains two carbons bonded to the oxygen. So a vial contains an SH group, and if IO ethers contains two bonds from sulfur to carbon, because sulfur and oxygens are in the same column of the periodic table, they reacted similarly. However, remember that sulfur is larger and less electronegative than oxygen. Therefore, it's a better nucleophile in a warm space. Considering of reactions of thioethers, remember that ethers are not very reactive. However, sulfur is a better nucleophile than oxygen. So thioethers are in fact nucleophilic and can undergo in SN2 reactions. If we take these thioethers and react it with an alkyl
alkyl halide, it will react in an SN2 mechanism to produce something called a sulfonium salt. Like for example, if we take this thioether and react it with methyl bromide, it will react in an SN2 reaction to produce this sulfonium salt. By the way, sulfonium salts are useful in a synthetically as alkylating agent. Carbonyl makes the carbon a very good electrophile because the oxygen acts as an electron acceptor when a nucleophile attacks a sulfonium salt reacts in a similar fashion. The carbon attached to the sulfur is a good nucleophile because the sulfur can accept the extra electrons that are donated by the carbon when it is attacked by the nucleophile. So in both cases, the oxygen of the carbonyl and the sulfur of the sulfonium ion are acting as an electron acceptor. Yeah, so it is an electron acceptor making attached carbons good nucleophiles.
When it comes to reactivity, ethers are less reactive while ethers are more reactive because sulfur is larger and more polarizable, making it easier to undergo chemical reactions. Additionally, ethers have stronger bonds, making them more stable, while ethers have weaker bonds which break more easily. These differences influence their uses in chemistry and industry. Ethers, like methyl ether, are often used as solvents, while ethers are important in biological and industrial applications. Understanding these differences helps us predict their behavior in different reactions. Thank you. That would be the reactions of ethers and thioethers.